flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Elliott running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being... Turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Haskins to throw. That's caught by Trey Quinn. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. Check. 54. Mike, 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Come on. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking long for his tight end, and that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
6 guys. Check 6. It's free. Switch gears.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready up. Go. Let's go. Check 43.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
That's it.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down, Prescott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. second down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Haskins will throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do.
And I think the ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a gain of 29. And the Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go, D.
The 34-yard line.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Bandit. Hustle. 55.
Out of the gun, Geis. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are backed up as far as you can go as they'll start this drive on their own 1-yard line.
And whenever I see the Cowboys backed up on their own 1-yard line, I think of one thing. Tony Dorsett at the old Metrodome playing against the Vikings when he got away with a...
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
You got tank. You got tank.
On the draw, they go to Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second down, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Kill. Hey, watch it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he is all the way up past the 25. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, 55.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And some room to roam now. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They come out here in the eye. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys 4-yard line. Watch the whip. Pick the edge. Come.
Again, Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Squeeze, double. Check, hot route. Hot.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately not down at all, no heads down after giving up the lead, and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super tough.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
54. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Hey. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no shot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Right there in the middle, 55. Down to lose one. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Get off the field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You. Under. Back.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, Dave went. it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad.